I am here with something real quick and my legs are still jelly even from almost like 20 hours after this has happened, at least whenever this video goes up. So this morning I was absolutely terrified, scared out of my mind by a Pennsylvania black bear. Yes, the title could be a little bit dramatic, but I certainly felt like I was about to be eaten by a black bear and I was not okay with it. So here's the story. So a few days ago, my coworker that only lives a few houses down from me asked me to take care of her animals while she is away this weekend on a nice getaway from it all, a nice camping trip. So I said, of course I will. Why would I say no? But the second day that she was gone, I decided to get up real early, about 5:50, get ready for work, and then head over to her place to take care of her kitties. As I'm walking down the road, and it's a very misty morning, it's very like, you know, good time, great oldies, YY 94.5. It was a very foggy morning, and I'm walking down the road where the neighbor's dog, that's this huge, very dark furred dog, comes zooming out of the tree line. And I live in like a wooded neighborhood, not incredibly, but then still close enough to the woods to where like we do get some wildlife here and there. But then this dog named Porter, he comes zooming towards me. Hello. And then at first I thought he could have been a bear. I'm like, ah, Porter, you scared me. And I go ahead and I give Porter a pat on the head and I'm like, Porter, go home. And Porter's like, you got it, boss. And he trots on his way back to his yard. And I start to round the corner and I'm looking at my shoes, just like, you know, just kicking rocks or whatever. And I look up and lo and behold, it is this huge male Pennsylvania black bear just eating my coworker's bird feeders. He is in the yard that I need to be in and he's just busy. Oh Lord, let me tell you, I know a big booty bear when I see one. Eating birdseed out of the birdseed feeder. And as soon as I saw this bear here, and I'm about 100 feet away from this bear, I turn around and I dip. Now some of you may be thinking, you're not supposed to run from bears.
I wasn't born in the woods like some of you. I was born in a town that was relatively dangerous, where if anything was to happen, you just run. So then, bear, for me, run.
So I start to run down the road. I figured that the bear might have saw me, so then I decided to go to Porter's family's house. So I'm ringing the doorbell being like let me in, please let me in. I need safety. This poor Porter is beside me because he was still outside and he's like, are you on my property? Hello, hello, hello. And he's being a cute dog and I'm just like, oh, Porter, your family gotta let me in. And I have their dog. The lady's like, oh, hey. She brings Porter in but closes the door and I'm like, there's a bear, let me in. And she kind of keeps the door closed, like she has her hand on the doorknob. She goes, oh yeah? Cool. And I'm like, yes, we've had bears in the neighborhood before, but you can see the bear from the porch. It was right there. And I'm like, lady, let me go through your yard to get to my house or something. Like, let me go through your house. And she's like, nah, that's no. The bear! It's just like, look, the bear's tame. The bear's tame? The bear is tame? This is a wild Pennsylvania black bear that's just kind of like, ugh. And yeah, he wasn't at all vicious at this point, but it's a bear. Like, I'm not about to hang out with it. My coworker mentioned that because she might think it's tame, she could be feeding the bear, which is very illegal in Pennsylvania. Don't feed bears. Imagine someone just feeding a Pennsylvania black bear like a stick of butter, like just kind of like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Like, imagine feeding anything a stick of butter. So she's like, just go hug around the house and just book it to your house, just run. And then I'm like, okay, so then you seem to be an expert in bears, lady. And if you're an expert in bears, you would have told me, yeah, don't run from it, just walk away. Because everyone, after telling them the story, was like, you shouldn't have ran from the bear because the bear would like to chase you if you run. And I'm like, okay, what's in the bear's mind where it needs to chase me if I'm running? Why don't they just be like, oh, look, a running person? But, and I was still in adrenaline mode, so then I was like, I'm gonna just run for my life if you're not gonna let me in your house. Because I'm like, are you really not gonna let me in the house? There's literally a bear, like, just hanging out in the next yard over. We can both see it by just turning our heads. He's like, yeah, hug the house and just book it to your home. She thought the bear was tame. She did not care, was not about to save my life. I could have died. I could have been eaten by this bear. I could have had a painful death. But nope, she was like, yeah, not gonna help ya. Thanks for my dog, though. And I'm like, oh, son of a bitch. So I ended up running for my life a few more 100 feet to my home. Thankfully, I was not chased by this bear. I'm pretty sure the bear was still chowing down on my neighbor's birdseed at this point. But hey, at least I'm still with you guys enough to tell the tale. I burst through my door and I locked the door. Like, that's gonna help. Haven't you seen that video of that bear bursting through that person's door and just being all like... My legs are still jelly because I worked out like the day before and then I ran like 1,000,000 miles per hour just to like, you know, get home. Fortunately enough, I actually met my cat halfway there. She was like, oh, hey, you saw the bear too? Let's get inside. And I'm like, ah, Excelsior, let's go. I woke up everyone in the house. Everyone was just like, what's going on? I'm like, there's a bear outside and I saw it with my own 2 eyes and it was gonna get me. This big booty bear wants to eat me. Big booty bear. So I'm walking down the street and lo and behold, there's a big booty bear eating my neighbor's birdseed. Why is my life this way? My chiropractor said I basically should have rang the dinner bell though, running through the bushes, because like I was obviously being loud enough for him to be like, ooh, human food? Hey, But alright everyone, like this video if you did. If you didn't subscribe to me, you'll get more of me. Alright everyone, have a good day. Bye-bye. Mwah. Wee-woo, 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 SpongeBob, I see him. Where is he, Patrick? On the intersection of Conch and Coral. That's where I am, but he's on top of me. I can't see him. What's he doing? He's just standing there. Menacingly! Get out of there, SpongeBob! Ah!